subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! We are live! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. The Retro Cowboys jersey. You love to see it. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to episode 20 of the Rugby League Q&A. And tonight, I am joined all the way down there in Taree. I'm joined by Nathan B. Moore. Nathan, thanks for coming on the Q&A tonight, my friend. And I see very nice Newcastle gear there.
Thank you for having me on, man. And look, I'm Newcastle's considered my local team, so I'm best to represent them.
You've gone through that many fucking teams, it's hard to keep up.
I know, right?
Last time, I think last time you were on the channel, I think you were supporting Canberra, so it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it's up to you who you support, but honestly, you've got the Newcastle polo shirt on now. You've got the jerseys in the background. You live in Taree. The closest team to you is Newcastle. When we first spoke, you were a Newcastle fan. You might as well just stick with the red and blue of the Newcastle Knights.
Yeah, look, Newcastle always will have that place. That's why I'm with them in that. I love the non-Sydney teams, so mainly the regional New South Wales ones, so the Canberra, the Newcastle. Yeah. So it's just let's get into it. Love the Knights.
Well, it's good to have you on. It's great to have you on the channel once again, and I'm looking forward to the questions that we received tonight in the live chat. I reckon the crowd is going to get nice here, so we're starting to build a bit of a crowd. So, it's December 20, and we have 20 people in the live chat. There's no footy on, so it just goes to show we have a lot of loyal supporters on Nick from Australia YouTube channel, and I love that. Hello to the live chat. We've got Josh Rabbitohs 2023. We've got Jay Evans. We've got Bosky, Cody Games PlayStation, CJ Moxley, Alex Jones, the loyal and consistent Jason Reader, the loyal SS Storm fan. All that Champa is also in the live chat. Hainsey as well. Shout out to Hainsey. Make sure you guys go and check out Hainsey's YouTube channel. He writes in the live chat. Oh, Retro Cowboys jersey. Yeah. It's my friend Nate that he bought for me. My birthday. So,
yeah.
That. Hello to who else we got here? The chat's looking good. Electrical Dust is here, and everyone is starting to roll in. My internet connection is a little bit dodgy at the moment, so I don't know why it keeps being so blurry. I mean, I paid the goddamn bill, so it shouldn't be mucking up, but hopefully it holds up on my end. If it doesn't, then I'll be back. But hopefully it doesn't cut out. All right. Hello to everyone in the live chat. If you've got some questions, feel free to put them in the live chat. And me and Nathan are going to do our best to answer all the questions tonight. Nathan, how you been, bro? What's been happening?
Yeah, not bad. Just getting ready for Christmas and all that. I was a little bit bummed out this start of this month because a lot of the concert I've been preparing for a long time got postponed. So, but it's happening next year, so I'm very excited for that. My single will come out next month. I haven't got an exact date, but I definitely know it's coming out in January, which I'm very excited about. And yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great to hear. As for myself, obviously I'm finally settled into my new place. Working all the time, consistent work as of late. It's bloody, you know what? Work's been that crazy this week. I literally fell asleep as I slept in for like an hour. And if you know me personally, I absolutely hate sleeping of an afternoon, especially if I have to work. Especially if I've been working all day. I just hate it. I hate it. So I was just laying down there having a rest, and then I passed out. So hopefully, hopefully that doesn't happen again this week. All right. We've got some questions coming in, but before I get into them, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. We're at 2,032 subscribers. The subscribers have been going up as of the last couple of weeks, so it's good to see. So if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost anything. All right, let's get to some questions. All right. We got one here. So let's say Storm fan put a question in the live chat, and he goes, thoughts on Nelson AsofaSolomona maybe joining the Bulldogs? Nathan, I don't know about you. For me, this is fake news. This is fake news. This is absolute rubbish. There's no way this is going to happen.
I mean, the Bulldogs recently, they have been absolutely splashing the cash with nearly every name. At this point, they might as well target bloody LeBron James at this stage. But it'd definitely be interesting to see where he fits into that Bulldogs team. But as you said, I can't see him leaving Melbourne. Like, he's pretty much the only experienced prop they have left. I mean, other Christian Welsh, and I might be forgetting a few others, but then again, I really don't like Melbourne, so I couldn't care less. But yeah, I think, as you said, I don't want to say fake news because that's your word, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've got Welsh, they've got Josh King, they've got Kamikamifa, they've got that Jordan Grant kid, they've got some decent props coming through there, Melbourne, but I think this is just garbage fake news. I really do believe that. All right, what do we got here? CJ Moxley, our good friend CJ Moxley, the newest member of the Rugby League Breakdown podcast, has a question for us, and he says, would you send Tommy Turbo to the USA like the Rabbitohs did with Latrell Mitchell? I don't see why not. I mean, if Manly want to pay him all that money, you might as well try and get the best out of him. And sending Turbo over to the USA for a few weeks and coming back, it can't hurt, right?
It's a case of short-term pain in terms of financial, but what that man has done to Latrell Mitchell, he has done absolute wonders. So I don't see why not Manly should send him over to the USA. It's a no-brainer.
Why not? Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Absolutely. Cody Against PlayStation has a question, and he says, who do you see as a dark horse next season? Okay, so a dark horse to win the comp. So a team that isn't one of the favourites. So a dark horse, Nathan. Who would you pick as a dark horse for next year?
Oh, man. All right, let me go for them. Panthers, Roosters, Sharks, Cowboys, obviously the favourites. Melbourne,
Are they a dark
maybe,
horse,
maybe
Melbourne?
not. They can go all the way. I mean, especially with their spine, Munster, Hughes, they've got Pappenhausen coming back, but it depends if Pappenhausen, can stay injury free. They've got Harry Grant. I'm not really confident in their backs. They're
defensively horrible out there. The back line's defense is horrible. Yeah.
If I had to, you know what? I'm going to be bold with my dark horse, and I'm going to say Brisbane.
Brisbane, okay. All right.
I'm going to say Brisbane. If they can get it right, if they can get it all together, we got to remember this year Brisbane were in the top 4 for a lot of the time. So if they can get it right and get it all together, I think the Broncos could really make a serious charge to the premiership.
I'm not on the Broncos train because they're gonna be away from Suncorp Stadium for a fair chunk of the season. So it's very important that Brisbane start the year off well, because the Broncos playing at the Gabba, the Sunshine Coast, it's a very, very big mystery to see how that goes. So for me, I'm not on the Broncos train, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. For me, the dark horse is the Bulldogs. I think the Bulldogs are the dark horse next year. I think with Marnie coming in, he will fix Matt Burton's consistency. Matt Burton will be a consistent NRL superstar. Reid Marnie will make an impact. William Kikau, next to Matt Burton, is going to make an impact. I've got some exciting young kids there like Kiraz. Mate, he could be anything, Kiraz. He's a special talent. Fox, another year of Fox there. Braden Burns coming back from injury as well. That other kid, Declan Casey, he's a really good talent to keep an eye on. And another year of Kyle Flanagan. We'll see how they go next year, the Dogs, but they're my dark horse next year, bro. All right. Proenzo Vids has got a question that I'll need to get to. I need to get to Proenzo Vids' question. There was one that I was actually going to get to. Where is it? Here it is. Proenzo Vids. If Luciano Leilua returns, does Heilum Luki still start in the second row? I think so, because I think Leilua off the bench provides more spark and more impact. So when Leilua does return, I think Luki starts and Leilua comes off the bench. What do you reckon, Nathan?
I agree. I 100% agree with you on that one.
Yeah. Faraz has a question for you, Nathan. Are the Broncos and Titans in your top 8? What's everyone talking about the Titans for top 8? What's the go with this?
Broncos, yes. I've got them finishing, like, if they can get it right, I can see them finishing like 6th, 5th. But in my opinion, I think they'll finish 7th. Titans, no. I don't see the Gold Coast doing as well. Because it's probably just a me thing, but I think Gold Coast, in my opinion, the Titans are the most cursed area in Australian sport. Like,
I reckon the Warriors are more cursed than the Titans. I don't know.
Like, nothing successful comes out of the Gold Coast except for motorsports, and that's it.
The Broncos, for me, maybe. For me, the Broncos are a team that's like 6th to 10th range. But I don't know if they make it. They might make it. I don't know. I can't read them. I don't know what they're going to do. Electrical Dust. Thoughts on the fight in the Dragons camp? Oh, yeah. It was Zach Lomax. Lomax versus... I can't remember who it was. Was it Jaden Silver?
Talatau Amone.
Talatau Amone. So,
yeah.
The 5'8" in the centre. Honestly, I think it just shows the culture at the Dragons at the moment. They don't seem like a happy camp. I think the Dragons have some very, very good young talent there. I think if they can get the talent right, they're going to be around the top 8. But at the moment, they won't be near the top 8. They've got all these fucking dramas with the coach. No one seems to be getting along. I wouldn't look too much into it. I think it's just a bit of the players were going a little bit too hard and ended up escalating and arguments and whatever. So I wouldn't look too much into it, but it doesn't seem like a happy camp at the Dragons at the moment. It really doesn't.
The only thing I'm disappointed about that is I wish I was there to do Jim Ross impersonation.
CJ Moxley, Latrell and Cody to be extended tomorrow morning at a press conference. Does this help our premiership boost? Definitely. I think Souths are contenders next year anyway, so makes things look better.
I agree.
Souths are a threat for the next couple of years. As long as Latrell, Cody, and Cook and Murray are all healthy, they are a contender in my opinion. Bosky. The fourth on Dylan Brown resigning with the Eels. They had to do something.
Thank God they did.
They had to do something, and I'm glad they got Dylan Brown. I had to resign him. They had to do it. All right. Alex Jones. Who should the Rabbitohs sign before the season starts? Well, I reckon they need another back rower. I've been saying this. I was talking to CJ about this the other week, Nathan, and Jairo is a very good player, but he's not a second rower for an entire NRL season. Tyson Frizzell would be one that I'd be looking at. I don't know if he can get out of his contract at Newcastle, but I reckon Frizzell should go to South if he's available.
I think Frizzell's unhappy with us at the moment, so I could definitely see South sort of whispering in his ear saying, hey, if you can break out your contract, you can come with us and restart your career. So, yeah, Frizzell is a really good shout. What about Emre Gula?
Emre Gula?
From Canberra.
He is a good player, but he's not a second rower.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if they wanted someone off the bench who can have some impact, I don't see why not. Emre Gula is a pretty handy player to have in your squad, so why not? Question from Pro Enzo Vids. If Jake Trbojevic ever moved to prop, who would you have as Manly's lock? Well, I would have said Dylan Walker before he went to the New Zealand Warriors. God. Well, I don't know. Maybe Kyle Lawton. Maybe. But I think Manly have to keep Jake at lock now unless they can get a ball player. Jake is a good ball player, but they're going to have to leave him at jersey number 13 until they can get someone like a Dylan Walker or Connor Watson, in my opinion. What do you reckon, Nathan?
Yeah. I reckon that'll be actually a really good signing if they can get Connor Watson because he's not really doing much of the Roosters at the moment.
Coming off the bench, playing hooker for probably 25 minutes.
Whereas if you go to Manly, you're guaranteed a spot at number 9.
If Connor Watson went to Manly, if Connor Watson went to Manly, he'd be guaranteed at least 55 minutes a game.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows? But I think for now he has to stay at lock. Jason Reeder has a question. Who do you see having a disappointing season next year? Ooh. I'm going to say the Eels.
All right.
Parramatta.
For me, oh Christ, this is tricky. A lot of people have been hyping up the Tigers for some reason. I don't see them doing a lot. So
They're horrible. They're horrible. I'd be surprised if the West Tigers won more than 8 games next year. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I would be surprised.
You're lucky enough to win 8 games.
I'd be surprised if they won 8 games. Alex Jones, thoughts on what's your favourite match for next year? Probably Magic Round because every game's at the one venue, so I'll probably say Magic Round. Can't beat it.
I think I'm going to say Magic Round as well, but I'm going to go what would be my favourite game from Magic Round. And in my opinion, I'm really looking forward to seeing Bulldogs and Raiders. And it's the opener.
It is the opener.
Like, what a way to open off Magic Round for next year. That's going to be a blockbuster. Both teams are on equal level, in my opinion. It's going to be a cracker. It's going to be an absolute cracker.
I don't know if this is true or this is a troll, but some guy who's contracted at the Broncos by the name of James Sampson, apparently he's passed away in a tragic accident.
Let me have a quick look.
If you want to have a look on social media to see if you know anything about that, because I mean, if it's not true and it's rubbish, I'm going to unleash on this person. But I want to know if it's true or not before I even go any further. James Sampson.
Sampson. I can't see anything.
Sunshine Coast Falcons.
Yeah, I can't find anything on this bloke. And let me check Facebook, because sometimes Facebook could be on.
I mean, if someone can send me it, then I might comment on it. But until then, I'm not really going to say anything more about it. Yeah. Anyway, if it's fake, I'm gonna literally go off my head.
Yeah, if they fake about someone's death like that, that's pretty fucked up. Like that's fucked up big time. But yeah, I can't say anything.
Yeah, it sounds false.
To be fair, the account doesn't fake too, so.
Yeah, all right, you know what? That's it. What's this cunt's name? What's this cunt's name? Joan. Joan and Senior Hen.
Senior
You know what you can both do? You can go to the grocery store. You can go to the grocery store for your beloved mother. You can buy her a fucking picnic. And then I hope she chokes on the cum when she's eating her dinner. A fucking fat slut. How about you cunts get the fuck out of my live chat and then go and stick your cock in a fucking cactus, you motherfucker. Get the fuck out of my show. I'm not fucking putting up with that shit. And Joan, how about you go Joan up your fucking father? Get fucked. Not putting up with trolls. We all know who the trolls are. We all know what his name is. We all know the troll. His name is Jacob Glegg, the fat cunt. We all know it's him. So we all know he's the notorious troll. So Jacob Glegg, if you're watching this, go get fucked, you fat cunt. Anyway, let's move on with the Q&A. All right, let's get some more questions here. Jay Evans wants to know, what do I think the Eagles are going to be disappointed next year? So the thing is, right, they just lost the grand final. They've lost their hooker and they've bought an old hooker. Now, the old hooker by the name of Josh Hodgson, he could be one of the buyers of the year if he is to stay fit and healthy. But the problem is, can you really trust Josh Hodgson's knees and can he fill the void at hooker? When Hodgson retires, who comes into that position? Do they go to the market and buy someone, or do they just build through within and get someone to come through? I don't know. They've lost Isaiah Papali'i, which is a big loss, and they've gained Jack Murphy. Now, I think Jack Murphy will be a good replacement, but there seems to be a lot of uncertainty at Parramatta at the moment, and this whole Mitchell Moses thing needs to get sorted out. Wouldn't be surprised if they made the 8, and I might even change my mind and put them in my top 8 for next season. But at the moment, I think they're going backwards. I really do. But we'll see.
I think Parramatta, for me, they've lost Marnie, they've lost Pataliti, and they've lost Martin Nakora, because a lot of people are forgetting they've lost Martin Nakora as well, and that's a big loss.
Murata Nakora, yeah.
Murata Nakora, that's it. But, you've still got Moses, you've still got Brown, you've still got Junior Paulo, Regan Campbell-Gillard, Sean Lane, what's his name? Ryan Madison. Well, Penasini's still there. I think Parramatta, they're okay, but I don't know.
Yeah. And I just see we got a few more trolls in the chat, so Moxley is onto it. So that's good to see. CJ, make sure you screenshot it as well before you block them. All right. Electrical dust. 4 teams most likely for the bottom 4 next year. Okay. For me, Nathan, I would go Titans, Tigers, Newcastle. Sorry, bro. Newcastle. And Dolphins.
All right. I can agree. I agree with you on the Tigers and Titans. That one, I've got that in my bottom 4 as well. For me, I think the Dragons will be down there. And
could happen. It could happen.
And I don't know if this will go down well or not, but I think the Warriors will be around that area too.
I understand the Warriors. I do. They can't be trusted, but with what they've recruited and what they've got, they have to improve. So we'll see. Oh, okay. I know who one of the trolls are. Don't worry. Remember Julian?
Oh, that fat fuck.
Anyway, we'll move on from these fuckwits. All right, let's move on. Oh, this is a good question. I think Faraz read it in the chat. I think it might have been Faraz. Great question from Faraz. Who's more important to their side, Latrell for South or Turbo for Manly? Wow. I'm gonna say Turbo for Manly. I'm going Turbo. You know why? Because Turbo was the best player in the world, and then he got injured. So I'm going Turbo.
Faraz, you've put me in a tough spot. You've put me in a tough spot, man. Oh God. I'm gonna say Manly, Turbo for Manly, because he adds leadership to that. And if Turbo was there, you know what? I'm gonna say this right now. If Tom Trbojevic was there and Jake Trbojevic was a co-captain, if after that whole Pride jersey saga, Manly wouldn't have lost 6 in a row. Manly would have at least won 1 or 2 games. If Tom was there and Jake was co-captain, I cannot trust DCE as a captain.
That's understandable. Now, this is a situation that's been actually come out the last couple of hours. The Matt Lodge situation. Thoughts on the alleged Matt Lodge situation. There isn't a whole lot in this, bro. From what I understand, Matt Lodge was just watching an incident unfold and he happened to be there. So
I'll just quickly check because I think Pro Enzo said something about it. Yeah, here. He was with his dad in Dubai. It was in a boxing event, and apparently there was like a robbery and some fight happened or something like that. Which, if Matt Lodge was, helping stop the robbers, I mean,
that's fine.
We obviously, the NRL should really commend Matt Lodge because he was stopping a very dangerous situation.
You know what? I'm sick of all the Matt Lodge bashing. Yes, what he did in the past is unforgivable and all this other stuff, but you can't live in the past forever. Look at all the stuff Matt Lodge has done since that incident. He's moved forward. He's gotten on with life. He's become a different person, a better human being. I like Lodge. I think what he's doing in the community has been fantastic. So, Lodge, I say, good on him.
I agree. I agree in that. Like, you never. I always go with this saying as well, and this goes out to anyone that's been through some messed up shit and is looking to change your life. It's never too late to change. And
yeah, exactly.
If you're in a dark situation, like if you're in a really shit situation mentally and physically, reach out and get some help, because it's going to be the best thing possible for yourself and for 100%. Others.
Well said. All right. I've got a few more questions I'm going to need to answer here. Jeffrey. Shout out to Jeffrey. Hope you have a wonderful Christmas, my favorite YouTubers. Jeffrey, thank you very much for the support over the years. You've been a very, very loyal supporter of the channel, my friend. So thank you very much. And I hope you have a great Christmas as well.
CJ, Chrissy, buddy.
CJ, lads, best spine, but the catch is 2 NRL players and 2 Super League players. Okay, so you're going to put 2 NRL players in a spine with 2 Super League players. Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do. Fullback, I'm going to go with Tedesco. 5'8", I'm going to go with Jack Wellesby. Halfback, I'll go with Nathan Cleary. And hooker, I'll go with James Roby.
All right. For me, I'll go. You know what? Would you count Will Price still in Super League? Because I know his contract with the Knights in 2024 or 25. But at the moment, would you count Will Price as a Super League player?
Yeah, because he's not going to Newcastle till 2024.
All right. Will Price fullback. I'm going to go Jack Wellesby 5'8". I'm going to agree with you on this one. Nathan Cleary halfback. And for hooker, I'm going to go Damien Cook.
Yeah, nice. Nice. That's a good one. That's a really good one. All right. A few more questions, and that we might wrap it up.
I'm enjoying
top 5 NRL players. Okay, so let's not base this off last year's form. Let's just base this off who do we believe are the best 5 players in the NRL. Now I'm going to go James Tedesco, Tom Trbojevic, Cameron Munster, Nathan Cleary, and I'll go Tamalolo. What about yourself?
This is not in any particular order. I'm going to go Teddy as well, James Tedesco. I'm going to go Tom Trbojevic.
Yep.
I'm basically Munster. I'm going to go Cameron Munster. I'm going to go Nathan Cleary, pretty much the same as you. But for my 5th one, I'm going to go Latrell Mitchell.
I like that. That's a good shout. That's a great shout. All right, I'll tell you what, Nathan. That might wrap it up. I reckon. I think it's been a good show. That might wrap things up.
Yeah, I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I've had such a great time,
mate. Thanks for coming on the channel, bro. It's been good having you on as it always is, mate. It's been lots of fun. Yeah, well, bro, thanks for coming on, and I'll definitely get you on again in the near future.
Absolutely. I'll be more than happy to come on.
Yeah, sweet as. All right, well, thanks everyone in the live chat that tuned in tonight. It's been a great show. It's been a lot of fun. If you're new around here, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. do all that good stuff. Anyway, fellas, we're getting out of here. Have a fantastic night, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Have a good Christmas. Yeah, that's a bit straight. There we go.